Hello. The Gospel of today, the story which we find in the Gospel of today, we will find our synoptical Gospels. And this will be explained in a little bit different context as a trap made by the Pharisee on Jesus. A trap which has not one right solution, because if Jesus would say we should not pay taxes, it will mean that he is against Caesar and can be denunciated. If he will say we should, it would be considered as a collaborator with Romans. So Jesus has no way out. But in this gospel, there's a little bit different, because Jesus is taking a point saying that the right way should be not to pay taxes, because he is saying that if we are free, we should not pay taxes. Because in this very context in which Jesus is living, only people who were not in the Roman Empire, who were not citizens, were obliged to pay taxes. So Hebrews are considered by Romans as not being really autonomous. And this is the very point. Therefore, Jesus is saying it should be so that we Hebrews, and he inclusive, shouldn't pay taxes. But in order not to make a scandal, he's paying that actually by a fish. So he's saying, and I think that his point is much more deeper and more important, his scope which he has on the earth, than only this discussion paying taxes or not paying taxes, even if it was important for Hebrews. But the message of Jesus is much more larger, and Jesus is understanding the issue and the point of Hebrews, and they striving for the independence, for being free, but is explaining that this freedom is much more than only the freedom of not paying or paying taxes. It can be the freedom of knowing what is just and not just. And above all, Jesus, with his message, is deciding that there are much more important things. He would say, my message will be for all people, not only for Hebrews. And so I understand this gospel in this way, because in such difficult situations as the situation of Jews under the Roman in Roman Empire, under the dominance of Roman, was a very difficult one. And I think there were many tensions of people who wanted to pay and be free, but they were scared by others. Oh, you are collaborating with others. And on the other hand, people who wanted to say, no, your private matters, living without problems, is not so important like sacrificing for the whole nation. So Jesus is seeing these 2 points. I think this is this statement, and moreover is saying much more deeper answer, that this is something else what I want to do than taking part in this discussion. Thank you.